Big Geek Emporium got some good news today.
You like good news?
Someone gifted us $500.
Whoa!
Whoa!
And that brings our total over 2,000
Hey,
that
big
we have brought
spender.
in. And that means our first threshold was achieved. And I have just now, this very moment, updated the coming soon page over at biggeekemporium.com.
Nice.
By the way, are those recurring donations or like monthly?
Oh
No,
no.
no.
They're just one time.
I mean, you can make one like that if you want, but I don't know if anybody wants to make a recurring $500 donation. That's a lot. No, there was a one time.
I'm talking about if I want to throw you some extra bones.
If you want to throw some extra, I will take it, and it does not need to be recurring. No. It's not set up to be that way. And I don't know that there's any functionality in there for you to make it that way.
Well,
it's just a one-time deal.
Is the biggest geekest money going towards the Geek Emporium?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Then I already have a recurring payment then.
Oh,
Yes, you do.
do. You do, yes.
Yes, because Pat here is one of our only two. Arn Man is the other one, if he's still here, that do a recurring contribution to Biggest Geekus. And now the Big Geek Emporium, now that we have, I'm going to see if I can maybe share this screen here to make it more interesting. Let me do this, pluck it down, put it over here, then back there. Lots of clicking. I'm moving things around so I can share the screen. And here we go.
Nice.
So yes, we are up to 2340. And the latest big donor actually showed up. I don't know if he's still here, he or she. Don't have any idea one way or the other, but I do know the name. I'm always kind of leery of just blabbing out the names of folks who are donating here, lest they meet with some sort of retribution of some kind, though that's probably a little paranoid.
Right.
Anyway, so we've reached $2,340. Oh, I didn't update the percentage, so it's 23.4%, awfully close to 25%, which is really cool.
Nice.
A few days ago, I put up some interviews that I've had with regard to it and some screenshots of the current state of the site. And for the $2,000 level, I've shown it to be unlocked, even though we don't have a specific day to that it's going to open up. I'm hoping that it is by the end of August, if not sooner. I did run into a little bit of a snag with a particular requested feature. I'm going to try to get that worked out, though, especially if I can get a little more so I can hire maybe somebody to do it. It's from what I'm able to do with the software I've got, the feature requested is for the vendors to be able to send out emails to their customers. And I don't see an easy way to do that.
From me, I have no idea. One thing I know is this. Remember, I mentioned those two guys I met at VentureCon. Would either one of them be helpful, do you think? Me to send you their names?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll send you their names. I meant to do that. I'll send you their names and contact information.
The person you said that does the back end stuff, that would be the one.
Okay, sounds good.
So for anyone
when you guys start doing this, you guys definitely need to have like a set of modules that you guys put out with the Biggest Geekus brand logo on it. Have it big there, and Biggest Geekus presents X module.
Secrets.
Oh, okay. Okay. Forget everything I said. Pay no attention to the words behind it.
That's a great idea. We will put that in.
Great idea. You should take it under advisement.
We'll take it under advisement. Hey, Matt Barnaker, glad you made it, bud. All right, cool.
Better late than never.
That's right. We're glad to have you, man.
So,
yeah, cool.
so
Great.
this being reached, this milestone means that I will have to be more motivated. I'm taking next week off. So what I'm hoping is that I can, at the very least, have the site up and usable for PDFs
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
by the end of next week, maybe mid-month at the latest.
Cool.
If I can also get the print-on-demand books things sorted out by then as well, then we might be able to have a functional site before the end of the month. And I know there's a lot of people kind of chomping at the bit for it to get done.
Sure.
Well, a lot. It's a few people who've messaged me. They want it to get done. So
it's a lot, Joe. Don't backtrack, baby. It's millions and billions of people.
If the folks that listen to our show, we have about 300. Some of them, hopefully all of them, are living, breathing people that watch it at some point.
Hopefully.
And some of the other shows and podcasts that are associated with us, if they combine forces, like, what is his name? Captain Power? No, Planet. Captain Planet. Maybe we'll have enough.
Max has a question. Can he use Big Geek?
Well, that would be an interesting situation because we are using Lulu's ID. I'm going to use the wrong terminology here. Their program, Lulu's program. Now, if it's not associated with your name or your email, it's quite possible we can print those for you at some point.
That's true. I would not be opposed to being a go-between for Max to get his printing done. Hungry. All right. Shall we move on then? Is that enough? Or you got?
I'm going to make sure I said everything I wanted to say.
Now, which is impressive. You came prepared.
So, yes. So thank you to that very last person who's donated. Mm-hmm. He's made it possible, or she's made it possible for us to move forward much faster than I was. Donations kind of stalled, or no, not kind of, very much stalled. And then we got a couple and pushed us over the 2,000 mark.
Nice.
The 2,000 mark was my kind of arbitrary number to say people are serious.
Right.
I don't know if that's the proper number, but that's just the one I chose.
How do you
I think once it actually becomes to fruition and you have something working that people are able to use, I think you'll probably see donations pick up after that.
I hope so.
Now, Barniger asked, what about novellas and books in PDF form?
Right. So I don't know whether I want to make it exclusively RPGs out the gate and then add the other things later. I don't know that that's very useful because it's just an upload. So, and an upload on the part of the creator and then a download on the part of the buyer. So I don't think there's nothing really stopping me from having several categories that are all kind of related. So RPGs, and then you could have your fantasy related books in PDF or EPUB or what's the other one? Ebook and EPUB. Am I getting that right? The different book formats. Anyway, have a couple of different formats for the books. You could, for people who want to 3D print stuff for their games, you have STL files that allow you to do that, and that's just a downloadable. I could do that. Any kind of artistic thing that is merely a download, I will definitely be able to do out the gate.
Cool.
So I think that I should be able to do all of that. So if you want to print out like art work or to make something that can help you make set pieces for your game or even a game board, I should be able to do any of that.
Cool.
I don't see any reason why not. So I can set up the categories. Creators can come by there, become a vendor. upload their stuff and see how it works.
Very nice, man.
I'm thinking if I could get what I need to do. Oh, this is the other thing. Between now and the time I release, I'm going to invite people. It's something I mentioned in one of the interviews. If some folks here haven't seen it, my intention is to invite some people in to put their wares up, some other people to come in and put in reviews, and to test the buying and selling. That's one reason why there's a delay, because the very first sale has to take it takes 7 days to process. After that, it's 3 days. So I went ahead and did that so that the first customer wasn't waiting, or the first person putting in their wares wasn't waiting that 7 days arbitrarily. So it's going to delay the whole thing for a week, but I'm going to make sure that clears out first. And I wanted to do that so I understood how the money part behind the scenes worked precisely. And I'm also wanting to make sure that one of the selling points for or attraction points for the site for vendors is, drive-through makes people wait 30 days to get their money. And I intend that to be much shorter if I can do.
I hope so. That'd be great. Man, Joe, that's awesome. I just want to say, well done, dude. I'm impressed. Keep up the good work. Yeah, well done. So looks like I don't see any more questions unless you got some more stuff.
Let me make sure. So
yeah. Check your
Matt is down for the STL files.
Yep.
Hopefully there are people that want to put them up. I'm not sure. Let's see here. That is about the only other thing. Someone novellas, the STL files people like. Okay, yeah,
cool. STL
we're good.
Aren't those the stuff for 3D printers?
3D printers, yes. There are. I think there's another. There's STL, and I think there's another one. The last time it's been a while since I was in that. I was listening to several people talk about them, and I was like, I'm going to get me one. And then I'm like, oh, I can't afford one. But
man,
I don't have a place for one really, because depending on where you, oh, cool. Matt has STL files he wants to put up. Groovy.
Yeah, I've gone down the rabbit hole of looking through STL files for miniatures, and man, some of the ones they've got out there are just absolutely chef's kiss awesome.
And I think one other thing that came up in one of the interviews is the review process, the review feature of the site. I want it to help creators get better at their craft.
Mm-hmm.
Because because over at Drive-Thru, a creator can't make reviews of other people's stuff, which that's not going to be the case for my site.
Right.
But I would like, I don't know how to do this, but we'll discover over time, hopefully, that good reviews will help creators improve what they do. And as long as good reviews are encouraged, I think somehow making having reviewers be reviewed, perhaps, or rated some kind of way. I don't know. But I'm thinking that making the site useful, and more useful than just being able to buy and download and upload stuff. So making the review process help, perhaps making a little hub for editors, artists, and other people who can help people make their games.
That sounds pretty good. I think that'd be a good place. Cool. All right. Other stuff, Joe?
I think that's it.
Okay.